let's tap into the WWE Chamber results, our reactions, and of course, talking about the fallouts from last night. Let's start it off. We're kicking off with the women's women's Elimination Chamber match featuring Jade Cargill coming back after months of being away, and possibly attacking her alleged attacker and Naomi. Let's talk about this because the match didn't even start yet, and then obviously, and then next thing you know, a storm happens. Jade comes back, super swole. Shout out to Big Swole.
Yeah,
she's super swole, and she dog walked Naomi out that match while Bianca was putting on an Emmy-winning performance.
Yeah.
So, what you think, bro?
Okay, so before we get to that, let's get to the match itself. Hey.
And the words of the final boss: "You shut your mouth, you know your role, and let the final boss take you the right." No, I'm joking. Alleged.
The match itself. The match itself was very good, and the women, and I think the women continue to show out. The women continue to show out. I think this is probably the best performance so far the women have done. Can they top it this year? Absolutely. I feel like there's another level we're going to see next month with these matches, especially with Tiffany and Charlotte. We're going to see a very good match with that. We're going to Rhea Ripley should win tomorrow night. But if this happens to be a triple threat, or if it happens to be something of that nature, you're going to see them show out. I'd rather a one-on-one, but if it's triple threat, I understand. This is how I feel about the chamber itself. The only gripe I have is Roxanne Perez didn't eliminate. Roxanne Perez didn't eliminate Bayley. I think there was a story there for that to happen. I'd go as far as saying that, Fernando. Absolutely. I'd go as far as saying that. I would go as far as saying that. You muted again, bro. But
I said by far.
I think that's what it is. Hold on, we getting to Cena. Cena.
Your GC.
We getting to Cena.
Don't jump the gun, dog.
He's gonna get most of this show.
We'll get there.
We'll pull that comment up when we get there.
We'll get there.
Liv was the MVP of this match. Absolutely. I'd say there's two, Liv and Bianca. I think there's two. Bianca being the female John Cena, being the big baby face and pretty much running the table, despite, the beginning actions of everything. But overall, yes, I think that was the best women's chamber match. As far as story goes, as far as layers to unravel, everything was there for the taking. Especially it looks like Alexa. Who did Alexa eliminate? I think she eliminated
She eliminated I'm gonna call it. Damn.
I want to say she eliminated Roxanne Perez.
She did, because she did the Twisted Bliss to her.
Right. There was somebody she eliminated, and she looked at her, and it looked like that could be a potential WrestleMania match. We're gonna get to that right now. That first part, we're gonna get to that right now. So let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the smaller elephant in the room, should I say?
Yeah.
Which says a lot, because these are two big elephants. But the smaller elephant of the attack on Jade Cargill. We saw Jade Cargill come back.
And Travis Scott had a receipt coming his way with high energy.
Hey. We gonna get listen.
We'll get there. Hold
off on the Cena heel turn. Let's hold off on that. Let's take it one step at a time.
One step at a time, guys.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
We'll get there.
Let's take it one step at a time.
We will definitely get there, guys. I guarantee.
Trust me. We're not going to end this show and not talk about all the layers of this Cena heel turn.
Most definitely. For sure.
Now, I as far as the Jade Cargill incident, I'm glad they held it off until Elimination Chamber. I'm glad they didn't show. I'm glad they didn't show the footage of Naomi might have been there or whatever.
They just went straight to it.
Right, they just went straight to it. They let you speculate it for yourself.
Yeah, they went straight to it.
They went straight to it. Now I've replayed that same moment, and there's something that I wanted. This is what I wanted to tell you off camera, but I told a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But when it happened, when the music hit,
got it.
Bianca.
Devin said it right.
Bianca was in the pod, and she was still wearing like her little coat or jacket. She was still wearing like her little coat or jacket or whatever it was. And as soon as she heard it, she took it off, and she had this serious face.
It's all good. Appreciate you, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you.
It's all good. Appreciate you, man. We just
subscribe.
We love the enthusiasm. Just hold off on it for
we love the energy, guys, man. Keep it coming, but we'll get there.
So she took off her little fur jacket or whatever she was wearing, and she had this serious face on. And Naomi looked worried as fuck.
She looked scared.
You could see it on her face. And she kept looking back at Bianca like,
help.
Like, yeah, help me.
Help me. Sister.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
It looked like that. And then Bianca, of course, masterclass at selling it, sold the whole entire time.
Oh, no, she did a great job.
She did an excellent job on selling it. And as you said, in the words of Pastor Jacob Fatu, dog walked her ass.
Dog walked her ass.
That is the most vicious attack I've ever seen a woman wrestler do to another woman wrestler.
Word, like we haven't seen.
I don't think in
that
any
fast.
recent memory,
I've
seen something like that.
Maybe the closest
when it comes off that realistic.
Give Bianca an Emmy. Yes, give her.
Yes, absolutely.
Give her all the Emmys. You know, better yet, whenever they do the Slammies, she better sweep
Academy Award.
She better sweep this and get a Slammy on top of that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So, make the Slammies the night before WrestleMania again.
So that was something that.
By the way, hi Steph.
That was a little tidbit that I saw in there where it was kind of like that's where I kind of like, yo, Bianca might be in on this because it's like
it's too easy though.
She just looked like, yo, okay,
it's too easy.
I'm ready to fight, but then Jade obviously couldn't get to Bianca. So what's the next best thing? I'm going to get to Naomi, which Naomi might have been the attacker, but who was the planner?
Yeah.
Who planned it? Bianca might have planned it. Bianca could have sent the hit out. Yo, there's only going to be one woman that's like me, and that's me. I'm the EST. That's it. There's not going to be no clone carbon copy of me. We're not having that. There can't be two strong women in here. There can only be one, and that's me. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So that's what I saw from there. But other than that, planned perfectly. Naomi didn't even get a chance. And I figured Naomi was probably going to be – I didn't think they were going to do it that soon. I thought they would at least get down to maybe the final four.
I like how abrupt it was, though.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been Bianca, Naomi, Alexa, and and Liv. I thought it would have got down to them four, and then it would have happened, but it didn't.
We haven't had a heel. That's a fact that we haven't had.
It's been a while, and she has on the record said that she's willing to do a heel turn. Of course, one, if it makes sense, and two, that it's money.
Oh no, this makes sense, and
it makes sense, and it's money.
They're gonna print money out of that.
They're gonna print money out of it. So
Naomi is a Rikishi of the story.
I mean, well, technically that's her father-in-law, so why not?
Yeah, I see it. Triple H isn't booking two faces at Mania. Ray is a face. What is Bianca right now?
Right now, a tweener. Until we find out.
Bianca was a planner because she was in the ring when Jade was attacked. She had a plausible deniability.
Exactly. Thank you. Because I was like, let me put my lawyer hat on.
That's a fact.
Let me really think about this.
Hey Faith, how you doing?
So
Bianca, no, Jade slammed
and I feel like that's going to set up because they really want Jade to be on her own as a singles one.
if they do this right, honestly, I think
it's gonna.
If they do that right, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So your thoughts
my
on it
thoughts,
before we move on?
Bruh. All I gotta say is, Naomi, you're in trouble, girl. Bianca, keep your head on swivel. Mm-hmm. As it pertains to like the actual match, as it pertains to the actual match, Bayley once again proving the fact that she's a vet. Alexa was so underrated last night because you forget that she was there. Yeah. But like she still like showed that like she still could be, if she wanted to, be one of the best players. And I ain't gonna hold you. Since she returned since the Rumble, like Alexa really has showcased. It's almost like after having the baby, there's a calmness about her now.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have to necessarily like, she eases into what she's doing, whether it's like in the ring or her character. And I just want to give Alexa Bliss like her flowers in terms of that, because it's like, I know how difficult. I'm like, obviously being a guy, like I don't know, like for me as a dude, I don't know how it feels to be like a mother, this and the third, but I do know like I can empathize in terms of like, all right, you being a mom and you having to just be away from what you love for a couple of years and come back and still do it at a high level. Seeing her and Becky Lynch being living examples of that is a positive thing in professional wrestling, man, and it's good for me to see like what she did last night. And what she said, she get the bounciest pigtails of all time. That's a fact. And she had a good time. I mean, to see her have a good time last night and showcase herself, it was very good last night in terms of the whole event. Bianca and Liv, like Fernando said earlier in the chat, Liv was the MVP of that match. Liv has legit gotten better at the small things that she wasn't good at, and every step of the way it has come to light in big moments like this. And this was good for Liv to come out and have a good moment, especially against Bianca. That spot where she got that whip with the braid, it was crazy, man. It was good, Kyle. It was good.
I'm gonna say this as far as that goes with Liv before we move on.
Yeah.
She has vastly improved.
By far.
Vastly. Leaps and bounds improved. There's so many women that have improved. Nia Jax's improved. Candice LeRae is actually getting a lot better. So
we're gonna get to that in the next match too.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can say, but the one thing I can honestly say, and a lot of people have saw it and lived for a long time, but she definitely has improved a lot in the ring and on her character work. So my hat goes off to her, and I really appreciate seeing her on TV. A lot of people don't getting a little tired of it, but she's been the reason why you're seeing more of her is because they believe in her backstage and they believe what they're seeing on TV.
Leave Cena alone.
Yes, she did.
Leave Cena alone.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Absolutely.
Yo, all right. So like, all right, to the people that are watching on YouTube, man, thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please like and share this live. If you're on Twitter, please repost, retweet, and join the live conversation. Let's go to the next match on the card. Since the first hour and some change was with the women, let's stick with the women. So let's talk about the tag team match between Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and the Blondes, Tiffany Stratton, and the hometown hero Trish Stratus in tag team action. I just want to say before we get to this match, everybody who thought this was going to be a piss match, shame on y'all, because it was actually a pretty decent match. Shame on you, Eric. Shame. It was a decent match. I enjoyed, like, Candice LeRae definitely showed out last night too. That's another person who showed out, who everybody's been giving her shit, but like I'm happy the fact that she showed out last night in that tag team match. She may have not gotten the dub, but she definitely showed out. And did her thing. What did Kyle say? MVP since mid last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Said shout out to Trish Stratus. She be keeping it tight. You're already.
Hey, listen.
You're right.
I'm about to. Not trying to be a creep, but Trish Stratus for what it's worth, can still give you a good quality match in the ring.
Yeah.
And look good doing it.
Goddamn right.
So, I mean, for what it's worth.
Nia did too.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get me or GC started on the Nia Jax talk.
Hey, I always say my one favorite spot of the night was when Nia was backing it up on Trish. And I'm not sure if it was Pat that said it should have been me or somebody in the crowd, but I heard something audibly like, it should have been me.
Might have been Dolph Ziggler. But yeah.
I'm surprised GC ain't saying nothing about some Lucy in the comments.
I can't comment much on this match because at that time I was just paying attention to my phone. After that, this was
from what I can say, Trish showed out in her hometown. Trish showed out in her hometown. Tiffany, like, I get it. Like, you put Tiffany in a filler match. It definitely did showcase her with a legend. Obviously, I think that might help her in her case against Charlotte. I think that's why Trish is attached to her, at least for now. I hope that's what it is. But last night was good, and Trish, despite being almost 50, she can definitely still go in that ring and still definitely do her thing. And Nia, again, Candice did her thing in the ring last night and definitely showcased herself and showed to everybody, like, yo, I'm just not a regular pixie that you think is boring. Like, when I'm in this ring, I can actually work too. So, y'all was waiting for this. Yeah, man. Samoas. It's almost Girl Scout cookie season.
Nah, it is.
I was looking at Trish the entire time. She got the yam because hey, man, God bless yoga. God bless yoga. No, but that was a good match, man. I enjoyed it. Obviously, Trish picked up the victory in her hometown, and Tiffany got some momentum going in. But she got Charlotte to worry about now.
Yeah,
I don't know if Trish could be that mentor for her because Charlotte beat Trish in her last legit 1v1 match for a title. Is that in the third? Way back when. So it's like, I don't know about that, man, because Charlotte got a victory over the Hall of Famer. So I don't know how much help she's gonna be to you, but hey, get as much advice as you can now, because when Charlotte comes for that title, just know that it's good as gone. Yeah. I love Trish, but Mama Beth is the best. I respect that.
Let's get to the murder that we saw on TV.
Mob wife Charlotte Flair. Yes.
We definitely saw a murder on TV.
Yes. So basically, we're talking about the unsanctioned match now.
Yeah, because since we're going in order. So this made the early ROH fan in me smile because of the generico Kevin Steen matches.
Shout out to Cole for the callback by saying generico.
Yes. The whole death match and everything, like, this was exactly what it was supposed to be. Sami Zayn getting hopefully a well-deserved time off. Hopefully, I know
it's a short time off, but I think I know where it's going with Sami.
It's a short time, but I know the long-term goal. Everybody's goal around this time is to be at WrestleMania. That's everybody's goal. Nobody wants to be left off that card. So
not this one, not this year.
Not this year.
Definitely not this year.
I appreciate the match for what it was. And you have to look at it this way: when you have a best friend that you feel like has hurt you, and y'all are fighting, and there's nothing more than you come to blows. Now, I've never done this to any of my best friends. I'm not going to get into a physical, unsanctioned match where, barbed wire chair and we're going through tables and stuff like that. But this was one of those things where we have to settle this.
They wilded the fuck out last night.
They did. It was everything you expected with no blood.
Take notes, Tony.
No bloodshed. Then here's the other thing too. They did it like a light. They did it exactly how it's supposed to be. Lights out. No lights in the arena.
Yeah.
They let them brawl out. And it was every much of brutal, every bit of uncomfortability that happened during that match. It showed Kevin Owens actually being, the showing his rage side that he has.
And some vulnerabilities too.
And some vulnerabilities because it was like, yo, I have to do this to my best friend. He was sobbing at certain points during the match. Credit to Kevin Owens. We talked about Bianca Belair being such a great seller and a great actress. Kevin Owens being such a great actor and selling the moments.
Tyler Perry's hitting up Bianca Belair right now, and Kevin Owens is a white equivalent on one of the shows.
Please don't. Stay away from me, please.
I mean,
stay away, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry likes his token white person.
No, stay away. Leave them alone.
That motherfucker came with tears of passion. Tears of passion. He was crying tears of asking God to get him now before Randy does.
And that's another thing too. See, I'm glad you brought that up. Randy Orton returning. I know a lot of people wanted Randy to kind of go after Cody Rhodes. I'm okay with him not doing that.
No, not now.
I'm okay with him not doing it. I'm okay with that happening, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
No.
Due to recent events.
No.
Due to recent events, I think that's scrapped now completely. Yeah, they did. It was a complete war. If you go back and watch anything early ROH between El Generico and Kevin Steen, whether it be for the ROH title, whether it's their ladder match, whether it's their death match, whether it's any 1v1s that have happened between them, those matches are every much of brutal as what you saw last night.
Yeah, for sure.
Every much of brutal. And mind you, Kevin Owens was a lot heavier in ROH when he was doing this.
Yeah, he's in much better shape today. That's a crazy thing.
Much better shape. And still putting on 5-star matches.
Way too soon for Cody, yes.
My personal opinion, and we'll get there, I don't think it's going to happen at all. Yeah, it's chemistry like CM Punk and John Cena,
which we'll get to.
It's undeniable. You can't study it because you won't understand it. It's just something that happens.
Yeah.
Streets was saying Kevin is a top 10 big dude. As a big man myself, I approve.
I should.
I approve.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah.
Like he might be top 5, not top 10. He might be top 5. Might be.
Listen, man.
Any thoughts before we get to the bigger
main event? Bigger main event. Listen, they went through a battle. They did everything they did to each other. It didn't necessarily have to, need any color, in terms of the match. Poor Charles Robinson.
Yeah, little Nate. He always has that run spot. Always.
Yeah, poor Charles Robinson coming in. Like it was as good of an unsanctioned match as it could be. Like they understood the assignment, and you couldn't have had two better people who understood the assignment than KO and Sami Zayn. So they did their thing. They killed it, and it definitely leads up. I will say this: it definitely leads up for Randy and KO at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm Sami, I would not be too happy because this might be an opportunity that Karrion Kross is waiting for to put his name in on the books, because he's been slowly featured on TV over the last couple of weeks by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly trying to get his opportunity, trying to say I told you so, and also trying to tell Sami I know who you really are. I'm trying to get that out of you. It's like there's devils everywhere. So it's been the motif of WWE as of late. There's always a devil in your ear everywhere.
Yeah.
And Karrion has definitely been one of them, and I gotta give credence to him, because I don't think that chapter is over yet. It's not gonna end on a Monday Night Raw. I do think they might be at WrestleMania. Whether they start the show or be in middle of the card either night, I don't care. I just know that story will definitely be told at WrestleMania. Okay,
so quick thing before we get to the bigger elephant. In regards to Karrion Kross, and this is kind of way off topic, but
yeah,
in regards to Karrion Kross, in regards to now Judgment Day trying to add, right, he's always running somewhere, trying to add hold on, bring that comment back up real quick. I'm getting there.
We gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I'm getting there. So in regards to Karrion Kross, in regards to Judgment Day trying to add a new member, do you think that is also a way for Karrion Kross to kind of be the devil on Finn's shoulder? So to kind of say, bring the demon back.
If any, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the role that he has to serve currently.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like it took people a while to catch on because remember he's been doing this gimmick since he came back. I think since 2022. So now we're going on year 3 with this, but now it's actually having legs because now you're starting to see the seeds of what he's been around. The first seed was with the bloodline, and shortly thereafter, the bloodline started to fall, filter off, and of course, you see where it's at now. Then you see little instances of the New Day. You see where the New Day is now. Sammy's situation, he's starting to work on that, like little by little. He even the Miz, even seen John Cena. Remember that John Cena is also part of that as well. So obviously, we're gonna get to that as well. So he's been part of every little thing, where it's like, okay, like, I know what you are. I know who you are. Only time, hint, 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 TikTok, will tell when that comes out. And I think that has been the best, like, way to use somebody on TV because you need that. Not everything, like The Rock said, has to culminate in the ring, but you need something to set it up and get people interested. So I do think from that standpoint, like, for Sammy, if it does lead to a match at WrestleMania with Karrion Kross, I think it'll be a huge moment, not just for Sammy just to have a match and get on the card, but for Karrion as well, because this will be the best way to finally recover from the Adam Cole situation in NXT. That's just me.
To finally recover from the Bobby Lashley match too. I mean, credit to both guys for trying to do their best, but
that was Vince. Aleister Black is a new member. That would be nice too.
Oh yeah, we know that already. And water is wet. We know this.
Water's wet. Yeah. But yo, let's get to the main event, and of course the main topic of this show. We're talking about the men's Elimination Chamber match. Obviously, and once again, Seth Rollins just happens to be in the place of where altering history. Seth Rollins is like a conduit. He's another person that is like he's a checkpoint of every major moment happening in the history of wrestling.
Oh man!
Whether it's him hitting Roman in the back of the chair, screwing Roman at WrestleMania with the briefcase, and of course, like being in Cody's side, injuring Cody, this and the third, and then going in full circle into basically like helping him win the title, and then now having the opportunity of screwing CM Punk, of going to having his moment in the main event of WrestleMania by giving John Cena his moment. Thus, what we had at the end of the show. But let's talk about the match itself.
Okay.
Very good match.
Very good match. Very good match. I would say mostly everybody in there are future Hall of Famers.
For sure.
Of course, you got your first ballot Hall of Famers, John,
Punk,
Seth. Definitely outside of Logan Paul. Logan Paul is not a future Hall of Famer. But
that boy good though.
He is good. He is good. I'll give him credit where credit is due. But he ain't a future Hall of Famer.
He ain't a Hall of Famer yet.
Drew, and of course,
Mr. Crash out, Drew.
Damian Priest building his case for a future Hall of Famer as well.
Damian.
I'm going to break this down into layers. So let's do the Drew and Damian tease. We know this started last year at WrestleMania. Drew won the title. Drew couldn't get his mind off the CM Punk, had to gloat. Damian cashed in. We know the rest is history.
Yeah.
So Drew kind of feels like Drew never got his opportunity with Damian Priest, whether he was champion or whether he wasn't champion.
Yep.
So now we're going to get that at WrestleMania, which I've seen a lot of people online recently saying, oh, it doesn't make sense. Oh, why would Drew go after Damian Priest? Why wouldn't Drew go after Damian Priest? Damian Priest is the one who cashed in the title, who cashed in Money in the Bank to win the World Heavyweight Championship from Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Drew McIntyre blamed CM Punk, but he also blamed Damian Priest. His attention was more so at the time on CM Punk. So that has to circle back because that's a loose end that hasn't been tied up yet.
True, I could cry.
Yeah. Or as Matt will call him, Legends of Zelda.
Legends
Link.
of Zelda.
Yeah, he calls him Link.
Jesus Christ.
So you have that going on. Then let's break down the Logan Paul CM Punk aspect of it.
I think that's going to be the match for Punk.
I don't think so.
What do you do? What do you do with Logan though? Because it leaves Seth. It's crazy because it leaves Seth open. And Roman's the only variable
he's the
that's
obvious candidate. I feel like, okay, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not like if Seth's gonna get his straight up with Roman, I think that's gonna happen. I don't know but that's the beauty of it though, because it's like it's so unpredictable. But like from what I've seen over the last couple of weeks in the interactions between Punk and Logan, I'm thinking, all right, that's gonna be the match. Because like you already see like them two going at each other, and like there's some disdain between the two of them, that starting to set something up. But then there's still an open thing with Seth. It's unpredictable. I like it.
I want better for CM Punk because I feel like he deserves a lot better. He's I hate to say this about another grown man, but he's grown up a lot.
Yes.
But hey, because I feel like he really deserves a Mania spot this year, a main event Mania spot.
He better call Paul.
But I feel like we're still going to get that, just not this year. And I'll get to that.
He better call Paul.
I'll get to that. So now that's that layer of it. Now let's break down the layer of CM Punk on the other side of the Seth Rollins. Hold on.
We'll get to. Let's get through this first.
Hold on.
Let's get to this first because I think he might.
The CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena aspect of it.
Yeah,
we know there's a lot of history between all three men. Whether no matter what combination you put, whether it's Punk Cena, Cena Rollins, Rollins Punk, Rollins Cena, there's a lot of history between all three men.
Great triple threat, though.
Great triple threat. That would be an amazing triple threat down the road. And it could be. It could be one of Cena's matches. Could be. But I love the fact that Rollins was, and it should still be open-ended with him and Rollins, because Rollins is still sore over that Netflix loss, the Netflix debut loss. So he should be going after CM Punk. He should still have that gripe with him, because they never really addressed that.
No, they haven't.
They talked about it, but they haven't really put it to bed. And I think this was them trying to put it to bed, but still leaving it open. So there's that. I thought we were going to see Roman come out to kind of get Seth out of there. I would have loved to see that, because Roman's still in the back of his mind thinking about that double stomp, because that was personal.
Oh, no. He meant that shit. He meant that shit. He meant that shit.
So there's that. And then and I'll bring this up later, the CM Punk John Cena aspect of it. But there's one point that I want to point out during the match, towards the end. CM Punk, John Cena, and like I said, they should have been the last two to end the chamber, and they were. Seth Rollins goes for that stomp on CM Punk. John Cena, surprisingly on cue, just points and just knows this is going to happen. Now, I saw what you said, which is hilarious, Seth working as a double agent. I don't feel that's the case. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like the case is me and you
don't get along.
Are WWE guys. Yeah. We're loyalists. We've been here. We gave everything to this. This man we don't owe him shit. Let's get rid of him. He's the cancer. Let's get rid of him. So it was more so that kind of thing. But then the way that Cena did this, the way Cena won.
He said, "I'm sorry, I got to do this."
It wasn't even, "I'm sorry, I got to do this." It was a simple fact. Cena, how many times have we seen John Cena in that kind of situation where someone gets attacked and he still gives them a fair fight? That should have been a clear sign last night as well. There were so many tidbits to what led up to last night.
It flew over my head. I ain't gonna hold you.
I pointed it out. I pointed it out, and I was like, that wasn't very babyface of John to do that. To kind of just like, be an opportunist and do that. When's the last time that Cena has won? Yeah, he is. When's the last time Cena has won where he used the STF to have somebody pass out, not even tap out on their own? And then the crank that he had on it, he didn't have like a traditional hold on it. He had Punk around the neck by his bicep.
Yeah.
To really like choke him out. So it was like little tidbits that were here and there. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch, I'd say probably the last maybe
20 minutes,
10 minutes, maybe 10, 12 minutes of that match. And just look at those little details. And not CM Punk, Seth Rollins sitting there looking through the chamber, telling CM Punk to die because, of course, that's not done. So there's that. So of course we know who the winner was. We do know that Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest is going to be something.
That's gonna be a good.
That's gonna be really good. That's gonna be a very underrated match on that card.
That's gonna be a good one.
We do know that Logan Paul CM Punk might be on the horizon, which I thought it would have been John Cena Logan Paul.
Thought that too, but I'm glad that it was a swerve.
I'm glad there was a swerve too. So now we get to the real main event.
The real main event.
So this is how I feel about this whole thing. First off, beautifully done.
Man, fuck them kids.
Yes. Beautifully done.
Break a wish. I like that.
Beautifully done. Beautifully executed. I don't think there's anything that.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You're not the first one who said that. You're not the first person who said that.
So that's the first part of it, because he used the Triple H line. It's what's best for business, and there was some type of arrogance to him. I'm gonna put myself in the chamber because I earned it for 20 years. Like that's not John Cena. John Cena's motto is, I have an opportunity. I have to go earn my opportunity. I can't walk in here and just demand an opportunity. I have to earn it. So that right there should have been a red flag to everybody, that presser at the Royal Rumble. Because when has John Cena ever say, I'm going to put myself in this? Now, there's been times where the company has put him in those positions where they say, oh, yeah, John Cena's going to be featured in this, or John Cena's going to be in this match. And he didn't earn his way into it. He was given it. But this one, he put himself in there.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the next point.
Truth, yeah.
That's the next point. So then the next thing is, John Cena, during that whole time when Rock and Cody were having their exchange, I know when John Cena's not really involved in the initial interaction off to the side, he is a little animated. So it went over my head because it's like, oh, that's Cena.
He's screen.
He's being animated. He's being himself. But it was, if you look at it and think about past things, he looked a little too cheery last night.
A little too happy, man.
A little too happy. And then, of course, the hug star around the world and the face change and the throat slit from The Rock. And here we are. And a lot of people, and I'm going to call a lot of people out on this, because I was at Bad Blood when The Rock returned. When The Rock did the 1, 2, 3 symbol like this, a lot of people were like, well, what does that mean? This is stupid. Now people are like,
now he's down to 2.
No.
Yes, he is. Remember,
no.
Continue. All right, continue.
No. What does this sign remind you of outside of the game?
No, John Cena. But what I'm saying, like, here's why I say that he's down to 2. Okay. When he did the cut throat, he had 2 fingers up left after he had the 3. Okay. The first 3 obviously indicated Cena outright, but
Cody next is going to be Roman, probably, or Solo.
See, now you see where I'm going, because I was just like, yo,
Jacob could be a hitman for The Rock.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like The Rock is basically getting back his revenge of last year's WrestleMania. This is all a revenge plot by the final boss.
It's like Solo, you messed up the plan, so now you got to get that. And that's another thing too. I'm going to address soon. But go ahead.
Yeah, because the thing about it is like I kind of like the fact that because Rock kind of hinted at it. It's like, yo, what's going on right now? What's my involvement as the final boss right now? It doesn't have to always culminate within the match. I can just be out on the sidelines letting everything play out. So I'm like, what does he mean by that? like, what do you mean by that, Dwayne? And seeing it unfold the way it did last night after Cody, I'm surprised he let the F word kind of just fly out.
I was surprised about that too.
And then Cole started cussing up a storm after he got his ass.
But you know what? That made
it's a realism, man.
The realism. It made it real. Now I know a lot of people. Hey, he might. You laughing? He might.
I'd rather my boy Bronson Reed come back and just tsunami everybody.
That'll be for a little while. I feel like this with the whole with the Travis Scott was not needed. I know,
bro. I ain't gonna front. Cody owe him a fade because he really hit him.
Yeah, he really hit him. But Cody's such a nice guy. Cody probably got pissed about it at the initial happening. But after a while, it was kind of like, you know what? You're not a wrestler. I don't expect you to know what that is.
Like the way he hit him. You know how
I saw the video.
No. You know how you see dudes get jumped in the hood, right? And you see that one dude that take it too far when the dude's already down. He just gets that crazy hit. That's exactly what Travis did last night.
Yeah, I know that all too well.
I was like, no, I was like, yo, man.
I feel like that whole moment is again something that we're going to talk about for years and years to come.
That nigga was hella high last night too.
You know what? I wasn't really with the masses.
That's a fact.
I wasn't really with the masses when they said, "Oh, Travis Scott didn't make sense." This is how I felt about Travis Scott being there. Walking out the Rock was cool and everything. You being in the ring, I don't think it cheapens the moment. I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, it cheapens the moment." Blah blah blah. Listen, I'm very good at ignoring people. So if I can ignore Travis Scott being there outside of the slap,
hey man,
the moment does not cheapen. It's still a viral moment. It's still a moment people are going to be talking about a month from now, 2 months from now. Here's the next thing too. The whole thing where a lot of people feel like, oh, Cena's going to go back to the thugonomics Cena. No, this is not thugonomics Cena.
Let that die. Let that die.
And if you know anything about John Cena, the one thing John Cena, the person, not the character, the person doesn't want to do with the fans. He doesn't want you to feel cheapened. He doesn't want you to see something that you've already seen before. He's gave us 20 years of the same exact character. The same exact character. Now I'm stepping into an era where I'm going to have something new. Yeah. I can't give you thugonomics. I gave you thugonomics even as a face. So why would I give you thugonomics now as a heel? I can bring it out if I want to, for a little one-liner, for a little feel-good nostalgia, but I don't necessarily have to make that my character. I don't have to have essence of it. I don't want essence of thugonomics. I don't want essence of. I don't want to see John Cena with throwback jerseys already. We've done that in 2003. I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, we off that.
I want to see something new. Cena has evolved into a guy where I thought he was going to say something at the presser, which he only did the mic drop. But I thought it was going to be, I did what I did because I am WWE. That's a corporate answer. I am WWE.
Yeah,
all these new guys coming in thinking that they're the guy, kind of, throwing shade at Cody. All these new guys thinking that they can take my spot. They can't take my spot. I am WWE. I am this place. This place doesn't run without me.
Yeah,
kind of taking elements of AJ Styles' whole, the face that runs the place. Kind of taking that kind of element kind of thing.
Every right to say it. He has every right to say it.
He has every right to say it. But that's what makes his heel turn make sense as a corporate champion.
For sure.
I'm doing what's best for WWE. I didn't do what's best for me. I didn't do what's best for everyone else. I did what's best for this company. And what's best for this company is that I am here.
He's coming in a 3-piece suit.
I don't think we get that either. I don't know if we get a 3-piece suit Cena. You know what? I don't know what we're gonna get. And I'm not gonna predict it. I just know what I don't want. So, and then now here's the next thing, because The Rock did tell Cody with the initial offer, you can defend this title when you want to, against who you want to. It's your choice. You can be home as much as you want, all this type of stuff. That didn't sound like a part-timer to y'all when he initially said that?
Or he's giving him Roman's spot, basically.
Basically. So now
he giving him Roman's.
So earlier somebody said a face Randy, a heel Cena. That's what we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. That's why I said I don't think Randy and Cody happens at all. We're gonna get a Randy and Cena for the WWE Championship.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that out the way.
We're gonna get Roman and Cena. There's so many people that we're gonna get. A throwback DC too.
Yo, I fuck with DC.
There's so many people that we're gonna get on this run, on this heel run, and you know what it's gonna culminate with. And it's sad, and I said I want it better for him, but it's sad he has to eat shit now, but it's gonna be sugar later. CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk's gonna get
because I think this is just my personal opinion. It's March 2nd at 5:42 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to say this. I truly believe CM Punk is the one to retire John Cena and take that title off him. But I also believe this, because they said 10 months. 10 months from now is January. That's roughly Rumble time if they don't do the Rumble in February again. I think John Cena extends his retirement tour to next year's WrestleMania. CM Punk gets his WrestleMania main event. It's against John Cena. It's for the title. I humbly believe that.
Okay.
And I think, and here's the next thing too.
I pick up what you're putting down.
Somebody said something about the Paul Heyman thing. I don't think you get that until then.
Cook.
I think you. I don't think you get that.
Faith says she respectfully disagrees,
and that's fine. That's fine. You can disagree. You can disagree. But who else? Look at it this way. Who else is ready to take that title off of John Cena? Who do you think is going to be ready to take that off of him? Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is going to be world heavyweight champion. He's not going nowhere on Raw. Gunther, is Gunther going to be that? No. Is it going to be Sami Zayn? No. Sami Zayn might win the Rumble next year, and he might go after the World Heavyweight Championship. If he doesn't heel turn and go after Jey Uso, which that might happen.
Yeah, that might happen a lot sooner than people think.
Exactly. That might be his first feud. Yeah, well, one of his first major feud, should I say? Yeah. Who else would be a major player? For James Ellsworth.
Chins McMahon.
Randy Orton's not going to do it.
No.
Only because the only reason why a lot of people want to see Randy get 16, so it's 16 world championships versus 16 world championships. And then
he's got 14. You got to win two more titles just to get it. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen within a year. You're going to get that. You're going to get that face Randy Orton match versus a heel John Cena before that happens. I guarantee you that.
Yeah,
that's going to happen. Roman never got his rematch for the title. That's going to happen.
He never did.
See what I'm saying?
He never did. He's like, yeah, I just lost the title, and I'm just.
There's a lot of other people, and again, we got 12 months to speculate who John Cena is going to face. But how often is he going to defend that title? Remember what The Rock's initial offer was. You can defend this anytime you want. It's at your leisure. It's at your leisure. So who are you going to face? They don't do the rematch thing anymore. No, they do.
They do, but I don't. They don't do it as obnoxiously as they did in the past.
Yeah, it's not like a chain of 3 matches every pay-per-view.
Yeah, they kind of
do it where it makes sense. Yeah. You don't think Seth Rollins is going to get an opportunity at John Cena? Yo, you sold out. I know how it feels to sell out, and I know how that made me feel.
Seth's a hypocrite. He's a double agent,
and that's the perfect reason why to go after John Cena.
Because Seth be saying, "Oh, I did this, I did that." I'm like, "Yo,
why?"
I'm like, Seth, if Rock came to you with the same deal, you would have. The way you attacked Cody when he tore his pec, you would have killed Cody if it came.
But that's the perfect reason why to go after John Cena. Exactly. I am a hypocrite.
He's a hypocrite.
I did what you did, but what I did wasn't as worse as what you did. Because now, what's okay? Look at it this way: what's Seth Rollins' biggest beef with CM Punk? That he wasn't loyal to the company, right?
He wasn't loyal and left. Yeah.
Cena's not loyal right now. In the eyes of CM Punk.
Oh no.
I mean, in the eyes of Seth Rollins, I'm sorry. He's not loyal because you just sided with The Rock because Seth Rollins don't like The Rock. He even told Cody, he was like, bro, after all of that, and we went to war together, if you choose him, then me and you got a problem. So why doesn't Seth have that same energy for Cena? Of course he's gonna have that same energy. You don't think Drew McIntyre is gonna try to go after Cena either?
He will.
There's so many layers to this story, and that's why I said CM Punk to me is the payoff. I think CM Punk is the payoff. CM Punk did not get the main event like he wanted this year. I feel like he gets that next year. I don't know if he wins the Rumble. I don't know if he wins, if they do the Chamber again. I don't know how they set this up. I don't know how they set this up. Hell, they could do a callback. You mentioned Rey Mysterio. They could do a callback to 2011 where John Cena won the WWE Championship away from Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio never got a fair title rematch. They could do a callback.
They could definitely do a callback before Rey himself retires. Now, but all right, but let's keep it on the surface in terms of Cena's heel turn. Like when it happened, what was your first initial reaction as it happened?
To quote The Rock, finally. Finally, and is this real in 2025?
Like, it don't feel real, though.
It doesn't. And you know what? I know, I think their most viewed video is CM Punk's return at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
This is going to shatter it. Yeah, this is going to shatter it. This is going to shatter it.
Continue because I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right, so my follow-up question is, like, I know, like, we don't want to be prison in the moment because I've already seen people talk about it already enough online. But considering the fact that it's almost 29 years since a top mega baby face of a company turned heel.
I was going to ask that question too.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Do you so if you had to basically, like, not compare or say which was better, for me, I can say Cena's heel turn can finally put Hogan's heel turn to bed. Then we can basically move forward in terms of what we have today and celebrate what we have currently. But as it pertains to, like, you know, like if you had to compare or in terms of the feeling, like what's your thoughts process about that in terms of comparisons to the two?
We're both lucky enough in this realm of professional wrestling to have seen both in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So to see Hogan's heel turn and forming the NWO, I think it's fair to assume that both of us at the time, because we were both children.
Yeah, we were both kids.
We didn't understand the magnitude of who Hulk Hogan was. We knew of him. We knew he was his importance, but we didn't know the magnitude and the star power of Hulk Hogan and the importance, because we weren't thought of yet during his initial run.
Yeah.
But now, on the flip side of it, seeing this with John Cena, this is our Hogan heel turn of this era. We've seen John Cena. We've seen this happen. Granted, Hulk Hogan might have been, I think he might have been heel in New Japan. But we've never seen this before. Yeah, exactly. See, you only knew Hogan as a heel in 2003. By that time, a lot of people, I don't know how old you are. Me and Randy are the same age. We're both 92 babies. So we got to see the Monday Night War. We got to see the initial, the Bash at the Beach, where Hogan was the third man and dropped the leg drop heard around the world on Macho Man Randy Savage. And to see that happen. But like I said, like I was explaining, I think it's fair to say neither one of us really understood the magnitude of who Hulk Hogan was, his whole aura, and how important his importance to wrestling. We understand now because we've been able to go back and watch matches and learn and know stuff. And it's the same thing with John Cena. Now it's like the kids now that are seeing this, they probably don't understand the magnitude of it. Why adults are, going crazy, and why we're like, finally this happened and all this type of stuff. Because for 17 years, because yes, we did get a heel Cena. For 17 years, we've gotten the same hustle, loyalty, or respect, same jorts, hat, shirt, kissing babies, signing autographs, Make-A-Wish Foundation, the most Make-A-Wish Foundations, Make-A-Wish things made, granted. And we see all of this, and now we see this whole different side of John Cena, where it's like, time stops. And we always get that moment in wrestling. Okay, so I mean, you're in your mid 40s. We're 32.
Yeah, we're early 30s, man.
You know what I'm saying? We're just getting into our 30s, so it's like, you know what I mean?
We caught WCW Hogan.
Right. We didn't fully understand the magnitude of who Hulk Hogan was, but we knew it was an important time in history. And that was a moment that, stood still in professional wrestling. Like if we're gonna rank this, honestly, if you're going to rank, I can't
rank that yet.
I can't rank John Cena's heel turn yet. Only because of this. That's number one, and then number two, I have to see the direction this goes in.
Yeah, it's
too early. Because a lot of people did this with Roman Reigns. And they didn't know where the heel turn was going. And then once it developed, and they saw how it turned out, it became one of the biggest characters, the biggest storylines, where a lot of people thrived off of this.
Everybody ate.
Everybody's eating off that bloodline.
Everybody ate from that storyline.
Bloodline storyline, and technically it's still going on,
and they're still eating off that storyline.
So, where this with John Cena, it doesn't really tie into the bloodline. I know The Rock is tied into it, and I guess you could say it ties in a little bit, but this is more so for John, because it's like, listen, I'm retiring. I'm going to give the fans what they want. I'm going to step into a light where the fans wanted me to see, where it's something different, and I can end on a high note. And I've said this on the show, and GC, me and you said this together. We wanted to see a desperate Cena. I didn't think it was going to happen that soon. I thought we were gonna see a turn, maybe 5 months left, maybe 6 months left. We would have saw a turn, but we saw it last night. And again, very well executed. And another thing too, just small. John Cena didn't hit Cody Rhodes with brass knucks. He hit him with a Rolex.
Oh no! Shout out to Pat, because Pat kind of corrected Cole, because the fact that everything was going on like in so fast in real time, Cole couldn't process on the call how it was going on.
And it should, because now, and this credit to Michael Cole, because Michael Cole has always said John Cena is the GOAT. He's always had high praise for John Cena. Now it's like, what do I say now?
He was cussing up a storm on that mic. He was cussing
as he should. Sell the moment.
He sold that moment. Like,
and I'd love, and speaking of selling moments, I'd love R-Truth.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll ever hear this. But if you please can lose your smile because your childhood hero has broke your heart.
He changed
that would be that would be so consistent. And he's on SmackDown too. That would be such consistent writing if that happens.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you, like, yo, to push the Cena heel turn, down further. I need him to like say some shit about Stu and attack R-Truth. Like, I need you to drive it home. Like, Cena's completely healed. Like, he's at that place now. Like, if that was me, that's exactly what I would do. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Like, I would beat down R-Truth. I would say some smack about Stu, and just get them little kids upset in the crowd. Like, nah, we need that.
Lean into it. You're retiring, bro. Lean into it.
There's not much you could, like, if you're retiring, listen, you got to go all out.
Even on your Twitter account, I know he does like a lot of like almost like advice on Twitter. Yeah. If you're going to continue doing that, give people bad advice.
Yeah.
You don't have to reply to them. Just give people the worst advice ever.
This has been a
really
year.
Lean into this heel turn. It has, and you know what? I appreciate this. Yes, absolutely. I don't want to rank it just yet. I did in the midst of emotions. In the midst of emotions, I did say it's top 3 and it ain't 3. But
give it time. It will be, like, if you give it time.
If you give it time, I truly believe, and I'll make another bold statement. I really believe this will be bigger than Hogan's heel turn.
It will be down the line, because what the NWO eventually led to, it crashed and burned. So with Cena, I think it will end up on a better note, because they have the potential and they have the resources to make sure that, the story does have a huge payoff.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cena's on the way out. So it's not like, he's going to basically Hogan it and come back like, oh, no, brother, I want my spot back and I want more time. Nah, fuck that.
Nah, I think they try to convince him behind the scenes to just stay until next year's meeting. I
think, and it's doable. It's not like it's not doable.
It's just an extra 2 months.
It's just an extra couple months. If you're gonna finish in January, just
extra 2 months.
What's the extra 2 months?
And I really feel like CM Punk is gonna be that guy. I think we're gonna get that.
Hey, if that's the case, then you definitely have found the person that's gonna whatchamacallit. Man, you set up like the Undertaker. But yeah, like whatchamacallit. What's it? They just put the seasoning on the story, let them put it in the oven and cook.
Hey, if it takes a whole year for this to get to where I think it's gonna get to, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Let it marinate. Let it cook.
I don't even want CM Punk to call in that favor just yet.
Yeah, it's too early, man. Let everything kind of just, marinate out.
I want people to forget about it.
Been waiting for a Cena heel turn, but it's a little too late. Nah, not really.
Nah, absolutely not.
Hey, listen, man. If he's going out now,
hey, great. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. He's going out on his own terms. He's going out giving the fans what they want. It's not too late to do this. If this was a Vince McMahon-led type of heel turn, this would have been – I don't think it would have been done completely wrong. I still think there would have been a shock factor. But I don't think you're going to get the elements that I think we're going to get. That's what I humbly believe. I don't think it's going to be the same elements under a Vince McMahon-led creative team versus a Rock and Triple H and whoever else creative team. This is going to be thoroughly and methodically executed. And it's going to be great. You may not like it right now. You may think it's too late. Again, y'all have said the same thing about Roman Reigns. Y'all said the same thing when he turned heel. It's not going to work. He's still going to be boring. He's still going to be this. The man changed up his music, changed up his entrance, changed everything. And now he's beloved across the board. There's still people that don't like him, but he's beloved. And there's people that have changed, and I'll raise my hand, has changed his mind about it. So,
I remember the watch parties.
I'm just asking you to give it time.
All right, man,
and let it cook.
All right, all in all, man, what did you think about Elimination Chamber? Because everybody's been saying it's been one of the better PLEs they've watched in quite some time, from start to finish, especially this year. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, this is an A+. This is an A+. No doubt about it. I don't that anybody and no shade to Bleacher Report or whoever writes for Bleacher Report under the wrestling umbrella.
Yo, they just get anybody to write for Bleacher Report, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like we you could put any one of us in that room and we can give you much better analysis than they do.
No shade to anyone at Bleacher Report. But
I'm throwing the whole shade at them. I'm sorry. You can be the diplomat.
You saying the unpredictable, well, the so predictable heel turn of John Cena, where a lot of people didn't even expect him to do that. So, there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of things I can say about writers, but that's a different rant, different episode. But this was an A. This was an A all around. It advanced a lot of storylines for a lot of people. A lot of people had questions about storylines. I know a lot of people want the microwave, quick 30 seconds. Nah, you ain't getting that. This crock pot work over here.
It's the slow cooker.
We're gonna put that on low. Yes, they Bleacher Report said that John Cena's heel turn was predictable. Bleacher Report. I don't know the exact writer's name.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it'd be enough time. Hey, but well, the only thing I can say, Greg, is, man, just give it some time, because right now it just started, and we got until April 19th and 20th for WrestleMania, so we got enough time to let this cook.
Listen. It's not applicable right now. You can't even say there's enough time. You can't say there's enough time. You can't say there's not enough time. We don't know. We don't know the timetable.
Yeah.
Because who's to say that last night they didn't sit down and convince John, hey, listen, we're going to carry this over. We're going to carry this story over into the next WrestleMania. We're going to carry it. So just extend your retirement for another 2-3 months. Who's to say that conversation didn't happen? Who's to say?
I think he'll do that.
Who's to say? It's just 2 months. A full calendar year. WrestleMania to WrestleMania. Well, it would be Royal Rumble to Royal Rumble. Yeah. Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's to say they didn't have that conversation last night? People can change their minds. You know what I'm saying?
Especially how, like, the payoff of him turning happened. So it's like, from that reaction, majority
ruled. Majority ruled.
Yeah. So why I pay attention to it? I just watch the show. My man.
I don't pay attention to it either, but it's so laughable to see these, and I guess this is
appreciate him for that.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a shot at some of the people that what we do. But I think what we do is more analyzed based on what they do. I feel like they just watch it and have their corporate feelings about it.
Yeah, because they're trying to be on the team, man. They want to be impressive.
So this is my thing about the writers. Any writers, whether it be, I'm not gonna say Sports Keto, but I don't read them either. No, but let's just say the dirt sheets.
They're not as bad. Basically, the Wrestling News Observer. That's number one.
So with those guys, I feel like they try to downplay a lot of stuff and don't make the moment as big as it should be, because this is a big moment. Regardless of how anybody feels about it, regardless of whether people liked it, whether people didn't like it, the one thing people can't deny, they're talking about it. And that's what makes it big. That's what makes it worth something. Because if this wasn't something that the people didn't like, if this was something that people reacted negatively to it across the board, we would not be sitting here talking about it.
Mm-mm.
That video of John Cena turning heel would not be on World Star Hip Hop.
Damn.
How does a wrestling video make a black video outlet, a black hip hop culture outlet that posts no wrestling whatsoever? How does that make that if that's not a big moment? If it's so predictable, Bleacher Report. That's what I want to know.
Preaching to the
and
choir.
This is not me trying to start a beef with somebody. This is me saying pick your words when you write things.
Just holding you guys accountable. That's all.
Right. I'm holding you guys accountable because the thing is that we haven't seen.
Yes, he did.
Cody. Just to defer for a minute. Cody has never been best at making good decisions when it comes to the character.
No.
When it comes out to the character of Cody Rhodes, he doesn't.
I mean, he has a neck tattoo, and that was a whole choice.
He even said that was a bad decision.
That was a bad choice.
But you can't sit here and say that something is so predictable. If it was so predictable, this would have happened years ago. This would have happened in 2013 or well, not 2013, 2012 against The Rock.
Had people at
church. You got people that don't watch wrestling talking about this.
At church?
You got casuals.
Hold on.
got casuals.
So was the preacher on the pulpit talking about last night? Said, we're talking about deception here.
You're talking about people that have not watched the product in years.
Yeah, what's good?
You came in late. We done finished up, brother.
We done finished up.
This from the beginning.
We were about to wrap up.
You
That's
got
all
people.
good, though.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Welcome, man.
You got people that haven't watched the product in years talk about this one moment. So for a wrestling media outlet that has so many hardcore wrestling fans that follow you and sports fans that follow you,
hey,
you have so many people that sit here and go by word of law of what you say. And for you to sit there and say it was the much so. Let me get the exact quote because I don't like to lie on people. That's just me. I'm sorry, guys.
He's like, I got receipts.
yeah, I do because I felt like this was. I don't know. It really bothered me really much last night. It bothered me a lot last night.
But I will say, as you found the quote, I will say I agree with you. Last night was I agree with that. Last night was a pay-per-view because they definitely came out and did their thing, and it does now feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania by them, like the way they're booking and pivoting towards Vegas.
Okay. And here's I'm gonna just read a quick paragraph. So this is what they said: the most talked about moment coming out of this event is going to be Cena's not so shocking heel turn, but it was also a great show as a whole. Both chamber matches were enjoyable and had winners that felt right given the stories being told. But one thing stood out above anything else. And then they talked about Sami Zayn and everything. And they gave that particular segment of John Cena a B. Are you serious?
They're a walking contradiction.
Are you serious?
A walking contradiction. You know what? Let's not give them. Hold on. Let me read this one more comment before we close out. People love to minimize these moments these days because it didn't happen the way they booked it in their head. It's the biggest issue. That is a fact.
Absolutely.
That is a fact. And
Absolutely.
you hit it on the head, and we're gonna leave it there in terms of the conversation. Elimination Chamber definitely, in my opinion, was a pay-per-view. I can't wait to see the rest of the build. Tomorrow's Raw is going to be important to watch because
Friday Night SmackDown
and Monday Night Raw this week
the most important
shows to watch this week.
Mhm.
As we close out, man, again, last night Chamber was great. Definitely enjoyed it.